Hi everyone, it's Lindsay, Merrick Munn, Malik Munn, Merriku Munn, whatever you want to call him, whatever you want to call me, whatever. Anyway, I hit 101 followers the other day, so I decided to do this celebratory Q&A on top of the follow forever that I did, and this is really just a thank you, and I know it's a weird way of hearing my irritating voice to thank you, but thank you for following this blog that I didn't think would make it past a week, because I don't run it like others do, I don't think. I researched a lot before I decided to do the thing, and I didn't think I'd make it this far. So thank you, and I'm here to entertain you for however long it takes me to answer the questions that were sent in. And also thank you for sending them in. I know I was a bit persistent on the dash, and I apologize for that. But here we are, and here I am, and I hope you'll take time to listen to my rambling. So I guess we'll get started off. Wait. Everyone who sent in questions will also be getting a promo below. And any other recommended blogs that I have from this blog or my other two side blogs. I also run a Mami Tomoe blog, and I run a serial killer blog as well, so feel free to ask me for those links if you want, and everybody else will be below. Anyway, now back to the question bit. The first set of questions was sent in by Lolliet Keel, also known as Lolliet Justice for you that like Death Note or they have a Big Hero 6 blog. They run a Hero Hamada, and also a really awesome OC that I haven't had the honor of role-playing with yet, but I'll get to that hopefully. Oh, and they have an Attack on Titan blog. Fuck all if I can say that. Their URL. Nah, man. Maybe if I took the time, but I won't. Anyway, these questions were from them. First one is, how old were you when you realized you kind of had a thing for Merrick? I'm gonna say I was around 15, 16. For you, those of you who don't know the story, it was in the last month video I did with Grave Kleptophilia. Also a really awesome bookkeeper you should check out. Anyway, I told this story and I'll retell it because it's kind of funny. So when I first watched Yu-Gi-Oh! I was very immature, and I thought Merrick's Hikari was really, really annoying. Like, I only watched the dub, the 4Kids version, so that's all I had to go off of. And his voice really irritated me, and his behavior irritated me, and my phone went off. But anyway, also if you hear fireworks in the background, I apologize. But anyway, so his whole character, and every time I just wanted him to get off screen. I didn't want anything to do with him. I was so irritated by his presence. Looking back, he's a really good character. I really have a lot of respect for the character, but then, not so much. So I was laying on the couch watching Yu-Gi-Oh! With my boyfriend at the time, and it was the episode where Dickface here finally shows up, and he started transforming, and I was like, oh, look at him. Oh my god, is he gonna do something useful for once? Oh, he's transforming. Isn't that... Oh, wow. Oh, he's hot. Oh god, why? Shit. And then it kind of all went downhill from there, and I had a terrible thing for him. Still do. But yeah, so around 15, 16, that answers your question. You didn't need all the other stuff, but there you go. Next question, how did the nickname Super Satan come about? So I was sitting on the couch when I went to go visit Grave Kleptophilium on Jinx. When I went to go visit him, I was sitting on the couch with him, and we were talking about how Merrick's kind of Satan. Like, he's like the Satan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then something got said, something along the lines of, no, he's worse than Satan. He's like super Satan. And so that's where that came in, and it's been a joke back and forth ever since. Everyone else is welcome to get on the joke if they want, but just know, that's where it came from. Anyway, next question. What's the most challenging thing about playing him? Guess. He's very unfeeling. He doesn't give a shit about anything. And when he does, it's more of an obsessive behavior than it is real feelings. So, I guess playing someone with no feelings can be hard. But his sadistic nature sometimes gets to me. It gets a little hard to write that. I mean, I'm sadistic, but goddamn, man, he's sadistic. He's like the definition of sadistic. So, his sadistic behavior can get in the way a little bit, but I try not to let it bother me, because mun does not equal muse, and I know I'm not doing anything wrong by writing fiction. So, that's probably the hardest part. But I've had practice, because my little serial killer has a verse where she is very, very voided. So, it makes it a little easier, but not much. Next question is, in what ways do you relate to him? I have to relate to him? We both have a level of crazy. I mean, he beats the shit out of me any day of the week. Probably literally could. I'm sorry, that was terrible. But anyway, I don't think we have a whole lot to relate on that kind of level, at least characteristically wise, yeah. He's a psychopath. And I'd like to think I'm not, though some people beg to differ. But yeah. I guess we hate stupid people. There's something, yeah. Next question. What's the one type of thread you would love to do with him? Well, damn, I don't know. I'm such a people pleaser, it's hard for me to have a wish list, if you will. So I don't really know. That's a damn good question. You'll have to come back to me. I want someone to try and kick his ass. Like, someone who really could. Not that anyone really could, but I want someone to really persistently try. That would be funny. That would be amusing to me. Okay, next question. Is there anything you really can't picture working with Merrick in a thread? Yes. Him being submissive at all. Good luck. Like, I've had people's muses want him to be submissive. He's not a submissive character to me. There are people who play him very switchy, and that's fine. Good on you guys. But my Merrick, I can't get him on his back unless he's drunk. Get him drunk, then you can get him to sub. Maybe if he's not sloshed. But yeah, okay. I think that was it. Nope, there's more. Okay. Hold on. I'm dumb. Are there any crossovers you would like to engage him in or think might be cool? Again, I'm too much of a people pleaser to tell you. People will come to me or I'll go to them and I'll listen to them before I input my own ideas. And half the time it's like 75% them and the other percentage is me. I only tend to have a really good idea if I have a really good feel for their muse. But other than that, I just take what comes. I'm a very fly by the seat of my pants kind of role player. You could come into my inbox screaming, I want to do this thing! And I'd be like, that'll work, we'll do that thing. So I really don't have a list compiled. Guess I should work on that. Next question. If Merrick was real, do you think you would both get on? Why? No. I don't think we get along at all. He's insane. He'd probably try and kill me at some point. I'm not saying why, but he probably would. Either that or manipulate me or mind control me into walking off a cliff. One of the 50 million options that could possibly happen. Maybe if he were a watered down version of himself? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Just everybody just thank God or whoever you pray to, or if you don't pray at all, just thank the bush beside you or whatever is there that he isn't real. Seriously. It's probably not the answer you wanted, but it's what I'm gonna give you. Is there an animal that he reminds you of? This is gonna sound real cliche, but he reminds me of a wolf, a very skilled hunter, one who waits, and he only slightly reminds me of that because a wolf bares his teeth when he's threatened. Merrick just kind of laughs at you if he's threatened. He'd be his own animal, I think. He's, but if I had to compare it to one, it would definitely be a wolf, only for the predatorial factor. Anyway, what inspired you to create a Merrick account? Well, I saw the dub was on Netflix, and I'm like, I don't remember how crappy this is. I'm gonna see how crappy this is. Because I hate 4Kids for several reasons, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is definitely one of them because they kind of fucking butchered it. Anyway, we're not gonna get into that. That's my opinion on fucking 4Kids. But, that's not what we're here for, damn it. So I turned on Netflix, and I started watching the dub, and, I happened to turn on the episode because I remembered what episode he transformed, and it has the picture and everything, so it wasn't hard. And he kind of just crawled inside because I did a little bit of writing as him as a kid, like for fan fictions and things, not for actual role plays. So he kind of crawled back inside. He was like a virus. It only took him a little while to set in, and then my mood kind of went, let's do this. And I went, no, mood, no. I have 2 blogs. 2 blogs is enough, because at the time I ran my mommy blog, and I'm like, well, I still do, but whatever. I didn't want another muse, and then finally after 3 days I cracked under pressure, but there was another one pestering me. I kind of wanted to make an a la carte blog. But the hold that this motherfucker had on me was way stronger than a la cartes, and I just said, like, one of you needs to get out. Right now. and I kind of booted Alucard out because I didn't need 4 blogs. 3 is enough to drain my sanity and my time. But I do it because I love writing, and he wouldn't have left me alone anyway. So, kinda Netflix. There you go. That answers your question. How does it feel about hitting 100? Fantastic. Even though follower count, I try not to let it get to me because it breeds egotistical behavior, and I'm not about that. So I try not to let it get to me. So I was happy I even had 25 people that followed me, let alone 100. I was just like, y'all are in the wrong place, aren't ya? Don't you have better blogs to follow? But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm happy to be here still, because like I said in my follow forever thing, I thought it would die within like a week because I don't cater to most things for this character. He's shipped with a lot of people I don't ship him with, and I was afraid those people would come to me and then get angry that I don't ship the ship, and you know. But anyway, so it feels great. I'm very happy, even though I don't look it. Sorry. But yes, congrats on hitting the 100 mark. Yay, thank you. And that was all the questions from them. You should follow them. They have 3 great blogs. I'll list them below. But yeah, yay, thank you, baby. I love you. The next ones are from Grave Kleptophilia, also known as Prowess Hacker, also known as Ingenious Sleuth, also known as You Have a Million Blogs. You should go ask him for a list. Every single character he touches is gold. His writing is fantastic. And, yeah, she's just all around lovely person. You are my babe. I love you. But yeah. Here are the questions they sent in. What is your favorite thing about RPing Merrick and why? He helps me relieve my anger, my stress, and things of that nature. And, that's pretty much my favorite aspect of it. I can go on him and write about whatever and not have to apologize for it later. Unless I really hurt someone's feelings. Then feel free to come into my inbox and verbally kick my ass. Because I don't mean to. And if you guys have any triggers, and if I happen to have missed them, please, for the love of God, come and tell me. And I will do my best to fix it. Go back, and even if I have to retag a whole bunch of posts. If you're new to my blog, you come in and be like, oh, knife play, I don't fucking like that shit. And you want me to go back and retag all that junk? I will do it because I care. If you are courteous to me and kind to me, expect the same. Because karma's a bitch. But if you come into my inbox yelling at me, oh, fix this shit, no, get off my blog. But that's just how I am. So yes, can vent my frustration through him, let him take care of it for me, and I don't have to apologize for it. That's for why I think I answered that. Whenever you are writing threads, is there anything you do to get into the groove of things for Merrick? I listen to his playlist that I made him, or I'll watch clips on YouTube of him. That's pretty much it. Or heavy music in general will always get me in the mood. Or a good horror flick. Same with my serial killer. It's pretty basic process. He's so deep in my brain space that it doesn't take much to... Just a little push. and we're good. Why do you love Joey Wheeler so much? I'm done with you right now. I'm not even gonna. Nope, not answering it. Nope. Let's see. Next question before I get myself in trouble. What is a headcanon you don't agree with for Merrick? I'm not gonna get myself in trouble. No, I refuse. I have a lot of things that other people think that I don't agree with. So I prefer not to get myself in trouble by the fandom that I'm trying to stay intact with. But just know, I have a list. Next question. Which is your favorite headcanon that other people have come up with? I don't really think I have one. All of them are pretty great except for that list. People and I still seem to have a like mind about him. Everybody that I've met that is currently playing this character, well, writing for this character, playing. Anyway, but they all seem to have a pretty good grasp on him, except for that list of things. And I'm not saying the people that I follow have done those things or said those things, but I'm not sure I have a favorite one. Sorry. What are three RP wishlist ideas that you have for Merrick? I am terrible at this. Like I said before, I'm a people pleaser. Unless I have a really strong idea, it's thought of right then, and I run to the nearest person. It's probably you all the time, actually. And I'm like, I want to do this thing. Let's do the thing. But other than that, I'm a grade A people pleaser, and I enjoy hearing other people's ideas and adding to those ideas, or kind of modifying it a little bit. But that's about it. As for me, I really don't have a wish list of anything in particular, except for maybe a corruption thread with an Anzu. Like, if there are any Tear, Anzu, whatever you want to call her, that wanna maybe do something, let me know. Seriously. That's one character I think I haven't come across an active blog for. I mean, I know of a couple, but they're like side blogs for people who run much bigger, better blogs. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have anything. Like I said, too much of a people pleaser for that. Sorry. Is there anything you don't like about Merrick? The fact that he's very incapable of expressing himself at times, unless it's violence or sex. He gets a little awkward at times because he doesn't know how to interact normally with people. And it's not that I don't like it, it's just that I'm not like that unless it's a new person. With him, it's like literally everybody. He gets awkward at times, and I'm just like, what are you doing? When you're not manipulating people, you don't know what to do with yourself? What are you doing? That's not to say he can't speak eloquently and whatnot. It's not to say that he can't be charming. It's just in his head he's like, how the fuck am I supposed to handle this? We'll just go with it. And I'm like, no. Think that out before you do that. What are you doing? And he's like, don't worry about it. I got this. Drives me nuts. Anyway, next question. Why are you so awesome? Seriously, why is your Merrick the best nightmare to ever come to life? I don't know. I mean, I don't know why you think I'm awesome. I think you're awesome. I think you're great. As for best Merrick, you know I'll always disagree with things like that. Statements like that. I love my interpretation of Merrick. I do. But there are people who do it a little bit better than I do sometimes. All the time. He goes like this big. Anyway. But yes, thank you. Next question. What the fuck is wrong with you? Would Eric participate in an orgy? Seriously, I'm curious. Yes, he would. The man loves sex. It doesn't matter up to what scale it is. Yes, he would. Granted, he'd probably be hogging all the attention because he's a charismatic asshole. But yes, he would. There you go. Curiosity quenched. You'll ask me about it again later. I know you will. Next question. Does your Merrick ever feel like remorse or sadness? Highly doubt it, but never know. Not that I've seen yet. That's all I'll say. Do I know if he's capable? Possibly. I don't know. It'd have to take the right fucking person. Let me tell you. And there are a couple that are getting close. That's all I'll say. And that was it for Jinx, my bae. Thank you, baby, for sending in the questions. I appreciate it. But anyway, he has an entire list of blogs you should follow. A couple of them are, private, so you'll have to ask him for them. But everything is worth it. Everything. And you should interact with his Matt and Bakura especially, because they're great. Anyway, all links to all blogs that I will be listing will be below for him. Again, thank you, baby. I love you. The next set of questions are from Psychotic Shadow. A really awesome Meriku that I follow. Anyway, their questions were: what is the process of getting into character of your muse, if any? I already answered this. Music, horror movies, clips of him on the internet that I particularly enjoy. Things like that to get him talking to me. And then I can write properly. Now, recap. Answer the question. Yay! Any particular headcanons that you have that others do not? Okay, children. I will state these, and if you want to use them, please ask. If they don't exist already, I'm not quite sure. In the creative headspace of all Merikumans, they probably already thought of these. But I'm going to state the ones that I don't think anybody has thought of, I think. You can never be too sure with this shit. Some of these are quite graphic, so I apologize in advance for offending anyone. If you want to skip the next 3 minutes, go right ahead. If you feel you've missed anything, please backtrack. But if you hear anything of that nature, the NSFW nature that you don't feel you need to hear, I warned you. Anyway, on to that. My Mariku likes to watch belly dancing. He enjoys the shit out of it. Like, it's like what... it gets his blood flowing like a man watching a stripper. He prefers it over that, but not to say that he doesn't enjoy that too. He actually can do a bit of it himself. He will never admit that to anyone and only practices it in his home. If anyone were to catch him doing it, they will be sworn to secrecy. But yeah, he can belly dance. A little bit. But he enjoys watching it more than he enjoys doing it. When sleeping with someone, when making less rough love to a partner, love, whatever, when they're fucking and it's not as rough because he actually gives a shit about the person underneath him, he'll start whispering in Arabic to them, and most of the time he doesn't realize he's doing it, but he'll do it. And that's kind of an indication where you know your muse is on that level with him, as if he ever does that. He's only done that with one so far. So, another one is, and I apologize again. He has Prince Albert piercing. Barbella's gold. Simple, but yeah, just, I don't know. It just seems right. It's terrible, and I'm sorry. What else? Could any... Oh, he likes to work out, but that's probably something common. He enjoys the music of his homeland. He enjoys that a lot. He has a playlist for it on his computer. Let's see. He can speak quite a bit of the ancient dialect. Like early Arabic and shit like that. See, I don't have a whole lot that other people haven't touched on, or at least, you know, came up with first. So, there are those. More will come to mind, I'm sure. Let's see. That's all that they sent me. Thank you very much for the questions. I appreciate it. If you ever want to do anything RP-wise, self-cessed, whatever. Kidding. Whatever. Let me know. And the next set of questions came from Ghost of the Ring. A Bakura blog that I follow. Thank you for sending these questions in, even though we don't talk and you really didn't have to. But thank you anyway. Who do you feel, not including yourself, is the best YM blog you can think of? I follow quite a few, and they're all fantastic. Cannibal Mariku, Shot of Corruption, Psychotic Shadow, Mariku, with 2 A's, I think. They have a really weird twist on it. I like it, though. There are quite a few, and I think they're all pretty damn amazing, so I can't really, say for sure who I think the best is. That's crazy. Anyway, but hope that answers your question. If not, I'm sorry. What sort of music do you listen to while writing YM? I listen to heavy metal, or anything that fits the current thread I'm doing. I also listen to, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. A lot of rock, a lot of heavy metal, a lot of mood music for certain threads. So yes, there you go. His playlist on the blog is mostly what I throw on, but unless I'm feeling motivated, then I'll put on more. Pull up YouTube and do songs. What do you think what do you think would be his Starbucks coffee order? I don't know. There was this s'mores one that I had recently. I think he'd really like that. Or the salted caramel. If he was in a host club, what type would he be? Oh, fuck. I don't remember the type. Was it Kyoya? The one with the glasses. It's been forever since I watched Oran. But yeah, the one he was, definitely. That'd probably be his type. Manipulative, very cool. There you go. An Oran crossover. Oh, I don't know if that would work so well, but there you go. Hey, a crossover. If you could have any piece of Yu-Gi-Oh merchandise, what would it be? I have it. Thanks to Grave Kleptophilia Mun Jinx. He bought me this beautiful figure. This. I've wanted this since I was like younger. Like, this didn't exist back when I wanted it. Like, why didn't it exist? I don't know. But when it did come to fruition on the internet, I was like, I need this so bad. And finally he bought it for me. So, thank you, Bay, again. But, yeah, I already own it. If we're talking things that don't exist. Oh, that body pellet would be nice. Because I'm a terrible person. Oh, and a new Millennium Rod, even though I have one already. It's just, some dumb bitch in the Anime Expo bathroom thought it'd be fun to swing it around and kind of nick the corner off of one of the wings. But whatever. I already have it. Yay! Thank you for the questions. I appreciate them. Next one. Next ones come from Disgusting. Your URL's fun to say. They run a really, really awesome OC blog. Goes by the name of Vincent. And you should totally check them out if you're into really well-structured OCs. It's great. And they draw. The Mun draws. The Mun draws really well. In my opinion. Anyway. How long ago did you first watch Yu-Gi-Oh? I answered this. It was around... Well, I didn't answer. I think I was around 13 when I first started watching Yu-Gi-Oh. So there you go. How long have you been writing? Since I was little, like, shit, I was like 7 when I started writing short stories for my mom in the grocery store. Yeah. That was a pastime in the grocery store. I don't know why. She said I would always sit in the cart and ask for a piece of paper from her shopping list and a pen. And granted, my spelling wasn't very good, but she could guess what I was trying to say. Do you have a distinct favorite type of character? Psychotic assholes. That's really it. Or assholes, really. If the character's an asshole, I'm probably like, that guy. I like him. I hope he lives. In the villain, I tend to be attracted to the villain quite a bit. I have a problem. See, what's the next question? Also, do you have a particular kind of writing process? Nope. I tend to just write whatever comes to mind, whatever the muse is telling me at the time, whatever they're talking to me about. or what they're gonna do. Sometimes I can feel it beforehand. Other times I just have to sit there and stare at the response and then go. And it just comes out. If there's one thing I can brag about ever, it's my natural ability to assess and then just go. So there you go. I don't really have any kind of process. It just kind of happens. It's like magic. Do you have a specific mindset you have to be in to write particular characters? Like, do you have to channel them, or do they just jump into it? I tend to just jump into it unless I'm feeling particularly emotional that day and I can't really get a grip on anybody real good. Then I tend to just leave all my blogs alone and do memes until someone grabs me and goes, "Let's go!" But yeah, so my emotions dictate a lot of the time. Do you have favorite side, non-main characters of Yu-Gi-Oh! That you'd like to see blogs for? A really good Dark Magician girl would be cool. Granted, no, she kind of counts as a side character. Because she has a more prominent role, for those of you who see Millennium World. Let's see, who else? I can't remember her name. Duelist with the teddy bear, and I don't know why I can't remember her name, but she was funny, and I'd love to see a blog for her. Was it Rebecca? I can't remember. I can't think of any right now, really. But any Yu-Gi-Oh characters welcome. All of them. Yay. Let's see. How long have you RP'd on Tumblr? It'll be 4 years this year, I think. Longer if you count my 2 characters that crashed and burned before all that. So maybe 5. Yeah, 5. I'm gonna go with 5. Also, do you make fan characters for your favorite shows at all? I used to. Back when I was a little weebling. I used to have all kinds. I had a Sailor Moon character, I had a Naruto character, I had a Bleach character. I had a shit ton of characters. Like, my god. Go back in time and talk to me. She'll tell you all about them for hours. No joke. Do you have any big projects or head worlds of your own making? Again, I used to. I had a whole structured other Kingdom Hearts world that I was fucking with when I was younger. I had a whole structured Naruto world that I was messing with when I was younger. I had a Yu-Gi-Oh one going on. I had everything, but as I grew up, I'm like, I'm gonna make my own stuff. So I did. And I got out of playing fan characters for a really long time. That, and they're not that well accepted here on Tumblr, at least not from what I've seen. Feel free to correct me. But, yeah, my first 2 blogs that I had on Tumblr were fan characters. At least I tried, and the 2 fandoms that they were for weren't very accepting. So that's why they're not here anymore. Hey. But yeah. And it looks like that was the last question. I want to thank everybody for sending these in and listening to me babble for almost 45 minutes. Jesus, this video's long. Anyway, but yes, thank you very much for helping me hit this milestone. And I hope that we can all roleplay and plot together and be friends. because I'm a very open person despite my terrible attitude. I apologize if you were offended at any point during this video. Feel free to come and bitch at me in my inbox if you were. I'll listen to you, kind of, if you're polite about the bitching. If you're not, sorry. Anyway, again, thank you all very much, and I will see you on Tumblr.